On to match 2 of our league running Grixis Thieves. We lost match 1 to Montolio on vintage sneak and show of all decks I didn't expect to see. And we're going to promptly lose the die roll here. Our opening hand is, I feel risky, but good. If we don't see a force of will, I think we might be able to turn one tinker. And I'm wondering if we can turn one tinker for a voltaic key, or whether or not we just go for the big robot. Suppose the other option is we can tutor for Lotus. Okay, so we're just taking a land here. So we also had another line where we could have tried to go for infinite turns. So 2 mana to grab. Just trying to figure out whether or not the infinite turns line would have worked. So 2 mana to grab tutor, 3 mana, 5 mana. So we've got 3 mana to tinker, 2 mana left to activate. And then we have a win con in hand. So maybe that would have been better, as that's deterministic. This is not. Not that it's going to matter, because if we resolve Jace here, we can bounce Mentor and bash. Our opponent's doing a desperate hope to top deck Force of Will off top. But yeah, the Tinkerbot's going to get us there. We're going to bring in Deluge and Pyroclasm to deal with Mentor. I kind of want Mindbreak Traps as well. We can cut an Island, Vamp Shooter, a Braid, and maybe a Notion Thief or a Preordain. I'm wondering if maybe Notion Thief would be a better cut there, but Preordain's fine. I think we generally want to keep at least most of the Tinker package in, so sometimes I feel like it might be correct to cut Blightsteel, but generally we want to keep Tinker itself in, as it's one of our ways of accessing one of our very minimal win cons. So currently our win cons in the deck here are limited to Time Vault, Notion Thief beats, which isn't very likely to happen, Jace, and the Blightsteel Colossus. So that hand's a bit soft. This one's much better. So once again, library's a touch awkward here. However, it looks like our opponent's on a library draw as well, which is actually very good for us. It's going to slow them down quite a bit. And it's going to allow us time to get our library online, which is, I think, the way we're going to win this. That's going to be the way we're going to try to win this. I feel like it might be correct to A-call in their upkeep. So I think right about now what we're really looking at is the correct time to pick a fight and hopefully get them to expend more resources than us. We'll leave Mana Vault going, so that's I think telling us that we're actually against a Paradoxical deck, which would make sense with the Mentor. Okay, and now I think we're in a really good spot to pick a fight. Might have to do it next turn. So I think here we can burn 3 cards and still be able to library next turn. So 3 cards just being misstep, force, and whatever we pitched to force, which would have been mana drain at the time. And that would leave us on 6 cards afterwards, drawing up to 7 for library. Fortunately, our opponent doesn't have anything. So now I think we're starting to look like we're ahead. So we'd really love to draw another land right now, I think. I think we're also going to see the weakness of Pyroclasm. So the problem with Pyroclasm against Mentor is if they have any interaction at all, it doesn't matter if we win the counterfight. We won't be able to sweep their board. Okay, so I think that's perfect. So we're going to have to... We should probably do this in second main. The reason being, if we resolve a mana drain, we can't make use of the mana this turn. I guess we can. We can use it for top, but that's a bit of a weak position. And this is what I was talking about with the Pyroclasm. We're going to find out exactly what's happening there. So our opponent's back down to 2 mentors now, which is where he was at the beginning. Unfortunately, that's not particularly good for us. That Toxic Deluge on the top, however, is. So I think we're pretty keen on Deluge into Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor will get us, I suspect, probably just Black Lotus, which will let us Yorg's Will into A-Call into hopefully Jace. Okay, so our opponent's casting a Time Vault, which is... I'm not sure it's correct here. I guess they're doing it just to get the Prowess trigger, but I don't think I'd want a Time Vault in play against a deck that's very likely playing Dak Faden. It just seems like a really risky play. So we're going to deluge for 3 here. The reason being we want to make really sure we take care of the mentor. Our assumption being that they're only going to have a maximum of 1 interaction spell. As we managed to resolve Pyroclasm last turn, it turns out they have nothing. Now, unfortunately, we probably should have last turn drawn with top and then activated Library of Alexandria, just to make sure that we have. Although I guess we were trying to keep Pyroblast up as well. So we'll draw with top now. And then library. And then I think it's correct to probably just... Okay, so we're casting Dak. I guess we're going to steal the Time Vault. Which actually might be better as it gives us a slightly better win here, as we're going to steal their Time Vault. Which means then all we actually need to do is Demonic Tutor for Voltaic Key. And we'll get the win. Okay, so our opponent's down to Tezzeret, so Tezzeret's not going to do anything here apart from give them Mana Vault mana. So I guess that was their way of finding the missing part of the Vault key thing. So I guess here we probably want to pitch Time Walk and top. And this now is going to leave us Vault Key with mana up, and we're going to win. Okay, great.